So welcome for today's video. So today we are going to actually check on the BOQ for this hidden roof or two-bedroom house. As you can see here, we have a very nice two bedrooms hidden roof house, and the advantage of hidden roofs is that it is fair much cheaper compared to the one with normal roof design. The reason for that is most of the buildings consume much money in the roofing section, especially in timber. So for this one, if you can see very well, the total price will give you is only 1.5 million approximately. So for only 1.5 million Kenyan shillings, you will have this room, this house. We have the master bedroom, very spacious, which is about 5,000 by 5,000 from here to here. Then you see we have another bedroom in between, and then we have the lounge. We have the dining room, we have the kitchen, and inside here we have the pathway between the lounge and the master bedroom. So let's look at the 3D looks like this one. So as you can see, this one is in 22 by 22 meter square plot. So it's very nice. It's in a very small plot but very spacious compound, looking at them, considering the measurements of the house. So let's check on our calculations. So in the next video, I'll be explaining step by step on how I came up with these calculations of these materials. So as you can see, we have foundation. We have a total of 141,000 reason. We have the maram. We have the DPM, and then we have the wire membrane. I guess you understand what the DPM is. This one is the membrane for preventing the moisture. We have foundation stones, gradiator, and termite. We have cement and then sand. So cement and sand, we have this one is for building the walls, the foundation walls. So and then the maram, DPM, wire membrane, all those are for the foundation before you go to the slab. So let's go to the slab. We have cement, sand, and ballast at the ratio of 1 to 3, 1, 2 to 3. And considering this area, considering the area, the total area of this slab, you calculate the total area, multiply by the thickness of 150 millimeters, and then you now calculate the ratios by using ratio of 1 to 2 to 1 to 2 to 3. That's when you get now the ratio of sand to ballast to cement. And also you have to consider the density. As you know, the density for cement is 1400, sand 1600, and ballast 1700. So you calculate the masses, then you come so that you can come up with the total of kilograms and tons, number of bags for cement, and the tonnage for sand and ballast. Next, we'll go to lintel. So in lintel, we'll spend a lot of money, which is 160,187. I guess you understand what lintel is. So in lintel, you have to consider total surface area of this building. So from this point to this point to this point to this, all this, and remember you are making a lintel to support all after 3 meters or 2.7 meters height. You have to put a lintel for reinforcement. So for lintel, you will be using ballast, sand, and cement, and then you must have the iron, the 4 diameter 10 irons, and then the wire, which is diameter radius R5. So that is for the lintel, which is a square. So 4 rods per. So we have four rods per wall. So per wall, and you know, one rod comes with 18 around. For the 10, it comes with around 18 feet. That's 6.3 meters. And then for R5, it comes with around 32 feet. That's around approximately 12 meters. So that's why we are coming up with around 20 pieces, and this one is 52 pieces, considering the total surface area or length or perimeter of this wall. So you must calculate the perimeter so that you can come up with these measurements calculations. You also have in lintel, also you have to consider the ratio, and a ratio is very important because remember you are making a very strong lintel here. So it's a ratio of 1 to 2 to 3. Then let's go to roofing. Roofing, this one is hidden roof. So as you can see, this one is hidden roof. So what we need is, we will need 3 by 2 inch timber, of which this 3 by 2 inch timber will consider the spacing of around 4 feet from one point to another, and the length will be 5 meters. This distance from here, it is 5 meters, 5,000 millimeters. So this one 5 meters at the span of each span of, also this distance is 5 meters plus the allowance of 1 inch. Then you now multiply with a span of 4 feet across all the perimeter. Then you add. So from my calculations, I came with 1,000 feet. Then we come to 3 meter roofing sheets. Remember, so we'll have 3 meter roofing sheets and 2.5 meter roofing sheet. Why 3 and 2.5? Remember the distance from here to here is 5 meters. So 5 meters plus 1 plus 0.5 meter extension, because you cannot leave a roof to be exact from the front. So we must have around 0.5 meters of an extension, plus also we have the overlap here from the joining part. So the 3 meters from this point to this point, then you had 2.5 plus the overlap and the extension. So also, if you consider the thickness of iron sheet, you come up with this number of iron roofing sheets. So we have 39 and 39, and then we have plaster. So plaster, we are measuring mainly on the internal part. Remember, this one is, we are trying to save cost, so we plaster the inside part. So you calculate the thickness of the plaster times the walls, the perimeter of the walls. So you calculate the volume of each wall, multiply by the number of walls which you are going to plaster. In my next video, I will explain to you step by step on the calculations. So then we go next, we will see after lintel we finish the plaster, then the finishes. Under finishes, we have the paint, tiles, tile adhesive. So remember, in paints, it takes around 4 liters per 10 meter squares, depending on the type of the type of your paint. It normally takes 10 meters squared per 4 liters. So you multiply by the total area of the walls which you will be painting. So I came up with 127 liters, which is 165,100 total. We have the tiles. So the tiles, you calculate the surface area and then divide by the measurements of the tile. Then you now come up with the total number of tiles. For me, I got 70. So I used a box of around 17 tiles. So that comes to approximately 70 boxes. And then we have tile adhesive. Remember, we have with tile adhesive we also mix with cement, but I did not include cement here because of course I added remember this cement and sand. I've added what we call for shrinkage, 5 to 10% for shrinkage. So I need not to add another cement here because it is not so much, so I can use the remaining from other parts. I can mix with tile adhesive and then I fix my tiles. So the total for finishes, I come up with 297,058.700 Kenya shillings. Then I came with the doors and windows. So for my windows I have 8 and door 1. So for this case, I guess you can see I have one main door, but I have 8 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so this one I have to place 2 here to be 8. So I came up with 8 windows and then 1. So for my case, metal, I'll use the metal with pens, which is 8, and metallic. So metal with pens, which is very quality, is 5,000 shillings and then 20,000 Kenyan shillings. Contingencies, you've seen here. I'll add contingencies 100,000. This is for transportation. In case of anything we forgot, we deduct from the 100,000. Then we have plumbing and electrical works. So for plumbing is for manhole and for connection. So for this plot, actually we can use external toilet. We can extend our external toilet to be our manhole because this one is only 2-bedroom, and so the utilization of the manhole is so limited. So we can put a manhole and then we extend it to outside toilet. So I used up around 100,000 shillings for plumbing and electrical works. So this one is my summary, and in case you need a structural drawing for this, just inbox. I also have the PDF of the plan, and also have the whole plan, and everything is ready. So thank you. Kindly subscribe, and if you need any assistance, just comment and I'll reach out. I'll also leave my WhatsApp number there so that you can contact in case you need any assistance. So thank you so much. My next video is for how did I come with these calculations. Thank you so much.